Everyone, Adam here, and this is a quick retro movie review. And today I'm reviewing Gremlins, which today I got to see at the cinema, 40th anniversary, so I'll just give you my thoughts. And this stars Zach Galligan, Phoebe Cates, Hoyt Axton, Corey Feldman, Dick Miller, Polly Holliday, Judge Reinhold, and directed by Joe Dante. So, of course, I'm sure a lot of you around the same age as me have probably seen this. But for those who haven't, this tells a story of Billy, whose father gives him an unusual Christmas gift, a creature known as a Mogwai. When he buys it, the kid that tells him there's 3 rules. No bright light, sunlight will kill them. Don't get them wet. And the most important rule of all, don't feed them after midnight. And of course, this being a movie, a couple of the rules are broken. The Mogwai gets wet, which makes it multiply. The other Mogwais are a little different to the hero Mogwai known as Gizmo. And of course, the most important rule not to break is broken, which is don't feed them after midnight. Of course, which transforms them into these guys, obviously, the Gremlins. Well, they start to cause a lot of destruction and chaos, but it's done in quite a, I guess you'd say, dark, humorous way. Although there is some straight-up horror scenes. There's a fight scene in the kitchen. I remember when it came out, and there was a lot of controversy about a couple of kills with the Gremlins, like one in the microwave, one in a blender. People were worried that children might do that to their pets. I mean, I hope it didn't happen. But one thing this movie does have is a lot of great supporting characters, like Dick Miller as Mr. Futterman, Army veteran who's a bit of a xenophobe and believes in gremlins. And then there's Polly Holliday as the evil Mrs. Deagle. But I will say the 2 leads of Billy and Kate, played by Zach Galligan, and Phoebe Cates, are very, very likeable in this. I mean, let's be honest, the rules don't really make that much sense, which is part of the joke, especially not eating after midnight. But after 40 years, what does still hold up? The animatronics do look pretty good, and the performance and the direction is pretty good. There's quite a few in-jokes here too. Yeah, a lot of them are basically referencing Steven Spielberg, who was an executive producer on this. And Gizmo, still adorable after 40 years. I mean, it still holds up pretty well. I mean, there is a bit of stop motion, which does look dated, but I always like seeing stop motion. It kind of has a unique charm to it. But it's funny how in the 80s this was considered a family movie. It's not really. It's kind of violent. I mean, there's not really any blood or anything, but the Gremlins do murder a lot of people. And another memorable thing is that main theme. It's so catchy. So yeah, it's still a fun watch. If you haven't seen it in a while, I'd recommend to watch it again. It's a fun movie with some decent animatronics that still hold up pretty well. But there's also a bit of dark humour as well. Of course, I've seen it before, but I got to watch it at the cinema, and that was great. So, screw it. I'll give it an 8. It still holds up pretty well. Speaking of Gremlins, look what else I picked up. Some Gremlins boxes. They're Christmas Gremlin boxes. So, there we go. As you can see, Stripe on there. He's wearing a Christmas hat, eating popcorn. I thought it was pretty cool. 100 likes to model them. Don't worry, I never get 100 likes. Alright, let us know, what do you think of Gremlins? As always, just my opinion. Feel free to disagree, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam, and I'll see you again soon.